Let's kick things off with Trump's favorite way to ruin everyone's day. Tariffs. Up until now, Trump has justified the tariffs by saying it's to balance trade or protect national security or some other stuff he absolutely doesn't understand. But now, he's just using it to help Brazilian Trump stay out of prison?
A major escalation in President Trump's global trade war, with the president releasing a letter announcing a 50% tariff on imports from Brazil starting August 1st. Mr. Trump specifically pointing to the ongoing prosecution of one of his longtime allies, Brazil's former president Jair Bolsonaro. A show of support for the far-right politician facing charges for an alleged coup to overturn his 2022 election loss. The president calling Bolsonaro's trial before the Brazilian Supreme Court, quote, a witch hunt that should end immediately.
Yo, what the is this? So Brazilian Trump gets arrested for trying to do Brazilian Gen 6, and now I have to pay more for coffee? That is not how it works, Mr. President. If you have a disagreement with a South American government, you don't impose tariffs. You do things the American way and have the CIA overthrow them. And it's not just Brazilian coffee we're going to pay tariffs on. There's Brazilian orange juice, nuts, jiu-jitsu moves, and don't forget Brazilian butt lifts. That's right, with 50% tariffs, there's going to be a lot of people in America walking around with just one giant ass cheek. You know what? I think I prefer this. And Americans might be wondering why Bolsonaro is in trouble in the first place. But let me explain. You see, in other countries, they actually arrest leaders who try to coup. I know, it's a different system. It's like how the rest of the world has a metric system and America has feet and pounds or however you measure how much beef you're shoving into your fat faces. But let's move on to Russia's war in Ukraine. Because if you remember, one of the accusations Trump has leveled against Joe Biden is that he had no idea what was going on in his own administration. And I mean, yeah, probably. Yes. But now people are starting to wonder if Donald Trump doesn't know what's going on in his.
Yesterday, you said that you were not sure who ordered the munitions halted to Ukraine. Have you since been able to figure that out?
Well, I haven't thought about it because we're looking at Ukraine right now and munitions, but I have not gone into it.
What does it say that such a big decision could be made inside your government without you knowing?
I would know. If a decision was made, I will know. I'll be the first to know. In fact, most likely I'd give the order, but I haven't done that yet.
Okay, so you don't know who did it, but you would be the first to know, and it was probably you, but it wasn't you. Thanks for clearing that up. Listening to Trump speak feels like you're doing a magic eye for your ears. It's like, if I listen hard enough, I'll see a dolphin. But let's move on from the war Trump is trying to stop to the one he's trying to start, the one with Iran. They've been real pissy at Trump just because he dropped the world's biggest bomb on them. Okay, get over it. That was like 2 weeks ago. And now some Iranians are suggesting that they could strike back in a very specific way.
A senior advisor to Iran's supreme leader now issuing assassination threats against President Trump, reportedly telling local media, quote, Trump has done something that he can no longer sunbathe in Mar-a-Lago as he lies there with his stomach to the sun. A small drone might hit him in the navel. It's very simple.
Let me be clear. This isn't just an attack on Trump. It's an attack on all of America. Because now we all have to picture him with his bare belly glistening in the sun. Okay. No. I'm just kidding. You don't have to picture it. I'll show you. It's beautiful. I think I prefer this. Is this really a threat, though? What, you're gonna hit his navel with a small drone? Like, Iran went from building a nuclear bomb to, we're gonna turn his Audi into an innie. Are they threatening to assassinate him or poke him like he's the Pillsbury Doughboy? Ew! Also, Iran, are you the only people in the world that can't tell Donald Trump uses spray tan? He's not in the sun, okay? Are you looking at pictures of him like, damn, this guy must have spent all week at the beach? But still, a threat is a threat, and President Trump had a very strong response.
Do you think that's a real threat? And when is the last time you went sunbathing anyway?
It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I don't know. Maybe I was around 7 or so.
Wow, I didn't think a threat like that would unlock his core childhood memories. Maybe keep asking him about this stuff. Like, he might have an emotional breakthrough. Like, last time I sunbathed was when I was 7, and my mom said she didn't love me, and I forgive her. Oh my God, I'm healed. Let the immigrants stay. And finally, yesterday, Trump hosted African leaders at the White House. Trump pressed them on important issues like migrant deportations and how Scar was actually the good guy. And you're never gonna believe what happened when Trump got in a room with a bunch of African presidents. He made it awkward.
At the White House on Wednesday, Donald Trump praised the president of Liberia for his, quote, good English, even though English is the official language of Liberia.
We just want to thank you so much for this opportunity.
Well, thank you. And such good English, such beautiful. Where did you learn to speak so beautifully? Where were you educated? Where?
Yes, sir.
In Liberia?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's very interesting.
Trump was totally blown away by this guy speaking his national language. Where'd you learn to speak English? Like, what, Liberia? Oh, we call them libraries. To be fair to Trump, the last African he was friends with was totally incomprehensible. And now he's like, is this what Africans sound like when they're not on ketamine? Now, Trump may not have Googled the president of Liberia before the meeting, but there was one African reporter who he definitely knew.
Do you want to ask any questions, please? Where's my reporter from Africa? There you are. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Mr. President.
Very famous in Africa. Okay?
You did it. Thank you.
Look at that smile. Someone's got a little crush. And by the way, this wasn't the first time he met her. He's been trying to get close to her since last week.
Why don't you come up here and talk so they can see?
Sure.
That'd be great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr.
It's a great honor.
Thank you, Mr. President. He told me, President Tshisekedi, he's very thankful for what you're doing, for what your administration is doing.
It's so nice, boy, and that's so beautifully stated. And Caroline said, number one, she did say, and I shouldn't say this because it's politically incorrect, she said, she's beautiful, and you are beautiful. Okay? I'm not allowed to say that, you know, that could be the end of my political career, but I said it anyway.
Well, it appears Trump's war on the press is softening. Well, hardening. Trump loves this African reporter so much, he's like, should we maybe not have canceled all their food for their kids? I mean, I didn't know they're going to grow up to be this hot. Resume aid. Now, obviously, you don't have to be black to see how deeply offensive Trump's behavior here is to black people. But just to be safe, let's talk to a black person to make sure. Let's go to the White House with our own Josh Johnson. Josh, what's your take on Trump's meeting with these African leaders?
Ronnie, this was a meeting between Trump and a table full of Africans. This went as good as it could have gone. Trump didn't ask to touch anyone's hair. He didn't try and hit anyone with a... I was pretty sure he was going to say the phrase National Geographic titties. So compared to expectations, I would say that this one was one of his best performances.
Okay, no, come on. He's the president. He told the leader of an English-speaking country he speaks great English.
And he's right. He does speak English well. For once, he's not lying. Like, it's not like he told RFK Jr. he speaks beautiful English. Like, that would be offensive, all right? It was a compliment. I compliment people's ability to speak English all the time. You ever go to Florida and hear a complete sentence? That shit is impressive.
Okay. Look, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, if that was me, I would have walked out.
Yeah, that's because you're Asian.
What? You saying Asians get offended easily? I'll kill you.
Chill. I'm just saying black people have been through too much to get offended easily. Like, black people, we keep our cool. You know, we were brought here for slavery and then invented jazz. The Liberian president knew that getting angry at Trump doesn't get you anything, but flattery does. If he was really smart, he would have said, "Oh, I learned English from watching your speeches, Mr. Trump. You're a real one. I call it Tesla too."
Okay, fine, point taken. But what about that reporter, though? That was kind of gross.
Was it sexist? Yes. Did Trump act inappropriately? Yes. Did he come in his pants? Of course, all right? No one's saying it wasn't a huge load, all right? But on the other hand, Trump, for the very first time, is excited about Africa. Just look at Trump and that reporter. Tell me that doesn't look like a Bob Hart's Abishola reboot, all right? There's an old African saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, don't think too hard about what that white guy just said.
You know what, Josh? You make some valid points. That's very articulate.
Whoa. Articulate? What in the name of National Geographic titties are you trying to say?
Aha, you do get offended.
I'll kill you.
All right, Josh Johnson, everyone.